Welcome back. It's time for a 4SPG. So, what we got?
See.
Looks like we got a 4SPG. Threatening letter. Oh. Someone sent me a threatening letter. I just don't know what to do. Please help. I'll be waiting in the inn in the South District. Oh. Looks like we got some 4SPGs. Guess so. We got more free time today, so let's see if we can knock some of them out. Who knows? We may find some useful information while we do so. True, but don't forget that our martyr's game is our first priority. Right, makes sense. Isn't Nelly the name of the waitress at our inn? Yes, that's right. Wonder what's going on with her. I really thought this was going to lead us down here. But no? So what's going on underground then?
Maybe I'll take the tram.
Maybe you will. Maybe you won't. Time will tell, won't it? Time will tell. Hello, Nelly. How may I help you all? Oh, yeah, you're the group that came here yesterday. You want me to whip up a meal for you? That's okay. Thank you, though. We're actually here about your request. Huh? You're Nelly, right? We saw your 4SPG on the bulletin board. Wait, you are the famous Spriggan? Wow. We've left the inn to check the bulletin board, and now we're right back where we started. It's funny. So, can I go ahead and talk about the threat letter I received? Go right ahead, yes. Sure. What's it say? Perhaps we should discuss this in our room. I have a feeling this could take a while. Alright. Have you got the letter on hand? Yes, right here. Filthy, parasitic immigrants like you have no place in our magnificent opera house. What? Abandon your dream to take to the stage, or the wrath of Adios will descend upon you. How could anyone write something so horrible? Invoking our goddess's name in this way is nothing short of impiety? The person who wrote this is obviously anti-immigrant. This is one of the most pathetic things I have ever seen or read. Guessing you don't see a lot of this stuff given that Hayway's got such a stranglehold over Langport. Erasian's a different story though. Anti-immigrant animosity more likely to seep through here. Some people in this city are determined to carry the antiquated beliefs of the old nobility to the grave. It's almost like their life's calling is to harass people like Nelly. You aren't wrong there. Most of the people here are kind, but there's a handful of rotten apples to be sure. This isn't the first time I faced discrimination in this city. I can count the number of times this kind of thing has happened on 2 hands. Oh dear. Then why are you still living here? Because I love Erasian. It's every artist's dream to live here. We all call it the city of art and tradition. I've wanted to be here ever since I was a little girl. I worked day and night for so long to get to where I am, and now I've finally earned the right to attend the music academy here. Can't just throw it all away now. I can understand that feeling. Okay, so the music academy and the opera house connection tracks. Is there something that sparked all this? Like an event of some kind? Yes, actually. We're borrowing the opera house for a concert recital. It's still a little ways away, but I'm totally stoked for it. And that's in part because I got the lead role. Wow! Congratulations! Yeah, but it's what's led to everything going on. So the threat letter is calling on you to give up the leading role. I'd probably resort to violence if you don't comply. That's what I feared. The opera house has been around for over 100 years. And in all that time, I don't think there's ever been an immigrant who's been at the center of the stage. I could definitely see that ruffling more than a few feathers in the anti-immigration crowd. I'm sure they'll stoop to some serious lows to get you out of the spotlight. That's terrible. If you don't mind me asking, why didn't you take this to the police or the guild? I wanted to be discreet about all this. If word gets out, the entire recital could be cancelled. It's been a labor of love for everyone involved, and my classmates have been giving it their all during practice. I don't want their efforts to go to waste. This is just like the film festival. From the threat letter to the calling upon a dubious spriggan to save the day. I should just give up the lead role, shouldn't I? No! No, you should not. What? Heck no! You worked your butt off and studied like crazy to get this far. The role is rightfully yours, so don't give it up. But I don't think I have any other choice. You do. You don't want to fight this? Why'd you send out a request? Yeah. I guess I just wanted to hear an expert's opinion before I came to a decision. Now that I know I'm in real danger, I'd rather just let this one go. Well, you're the client. If you want to call it here, then we'll be on our way. But are you sure this is how you want things to end? If you let this guy go, they'll be back for more. As long as you have this will to take to the skies, they'll do everything they can to chain you down. Things only escalate from here if you don't take a stand. Bet they won't stop until you packed your bags and left. Still haven't given me the details of your request. Tell me what you really want. I'm all ears. Come on, Nelly. I want to be part of the recital. I don't want to give up here. Good. Got it. Then you can leave everything to us, because Arkwright Solutions is on the case. But... no buts. We're going to help you out, and that's final. Whoever's behind this will think twice about hurting you once we're through with them. Steady, Aaron. I suppose I can't change your minds, then. That's right. Once we're committed to helping someone, we always see it through. Don't you worry, young lady. We'll catch this foul criminal. I suggest we start by gathering a list of suspects. Is there anyone you can think of who could have sent that letter to you? No, not off the top of my head. I know doubting people you know ain't any fun, but we need someplace to start. Can you think of anyone who might want to snipe the leading role if you gave it up? I suppose one person comes to mind. Her name's Amelie? She's another student at the academy, and she's hyper-competitive. We were both the top picks for the lead spot. So if you were to step down, she would assume the leading role. That certainly qualifies as a motive. What kind of person is she? Do you know what she thinks about immigrants? I know she's a descendant of the old Eurasian nobility, and but I don't think she likes me very much. I've never heard her say anything discriminatory about immigrants, but I can't exactly read her mind. You can't? Oh. Well, that's a problem. She definitely sounds suspicious to me. Yeah, it's worth investigating. Yeah, I agree. We'll start by talking with her. Oh, but I don't know for sure that it is Amelie. I know. We're not going to lay any accusations. Just want to chat with her. Yeah, it's a good start in terms of a lead, but it may not lead anywhere after that as a result, but it's an idea. Any idea where she'd be around this time? I think she's at the boutique in the department store over by the East District. She wanted to pick out a dress to wear to the recital. I overheard her saying that in our last rehearsal. So we need to go to the Quincy department store. Let's depart then.
Let's hurry up and finish this.
Alright, calm down, Aaron. When is she going to speak to her again? I really don't want to suspect my classmates, but I get that we have to start somewhere. I'm pretty sure Amelie's gone to the boutique today. Could you go talk with her? Of course. So, let's see about that. It was the East District, wasn't it?
Here goes!
Here goes! Alright, so we don't want to investigate anything just yet. We've got a blue one over there that we need to look at, but oh, I can't get in there without doing a red one. Okay. So this is the famous Quincy department store. I feel like I've heard that name before. It's hardly surprising. The Quincy Bell brand is known throughout the world. They are most commonly known as the Quincy Company, and this just happens to be their main headquarters. Oh yeah, I've had their chocolate before. Yes, I recall giving you some back in Basel. You must be hyped to be here. Here we go. Quincy's stuff ain't half bad, I'll admit, but everything in their lineup is too damn expensive. Costs way more than it's worth. True enough. Though you can't deny it makes for a great gift.
Your car will be here in a moment, sir.
Oh? It's Quincy! Is it Quincy?
What's my schedule for today?
Our first stop will be at Etoise's offices.
That's how you pronounce that? Who's that? He looks like an important person. His name's Edmund Auclair. Oh. He's the CEO of the Quincy Company and head of Eurasian's most well-known family. What? Auclair? Wait, isn't that... Oh. Hmm?
Is something the matter, sir?
Must be my imagination. Nothing. Let's be off.
So that was Elaine's dad. Wait, so she's the daughter of the Quincy Company's president? Sure sounds that way. I do remember seeing that in the papers at some point. It's not like it's a secret or anything. Though Elaine and her dad never acknowledge it publicly. I see. Oh, are you acquainted with him by any chance? Yeah. Not really. I might have met him a long time ago, but I can't say I remember doing it. You remember. Anyway, let's check out what they've got in stock here. We should also drop by the equipment stores too. Agreed. This is a good opportunity to stock up. We're only here for a quest, guys. Chill. Chill.
Welcome to the Quincy Department Store, a bastion of history and culture.
That...
In our store,
I know
you'll
that
find
name.
products of only the highest quality.
I know that name.
uphold Calvert's noble.
Hey, you're Amelie, right? Yes, and who are you exactly? We're reporters. Local paper wants to do a piece on the upcoming recital at the Opera House. We'd like to ask you a couple of questions, if you don't mind. Oh, alright, I suppose that makes sense. Our school's annual recitals always attract a lot of attention. So that's the story he's going with this time. The fact that I'm getting used to this is a little frightening. I'd be happy to oblige. Ask me whatever you like. I'd be like, why do you need so many reporters? Why is there so many people here asking questions? Well, let's get right into it then. Could you tell us how the preparations for the recital have been going? Quite well, as a matter of fact. This year's performance is shaping up to be even better than the last. Nice to hear. Oh yeah, someone told me this year's leading lady is a Central Eastern girl. That true? Yes, that's correct. Her name is Nelly. Are you two acquainted? Of course. We both attend the same music academy after all. However, I wouldn't exactly call us the closest of friends, or friends at all, really. Oh, why's that? There's some kind of bad blood between you two? Oh, not at all. It's nothing like that. Though I do find her rather irritating, to be perfectly honest. In fact, just looking at her gets my blood boiling. Sounds pretty suspect. Think she's our culprit? Nah, not necessarily. Let's not jump the gun here. You aren't the first person who said she's aggravating. Sounds like she may have a difficult personality. Perhaps the recital would be better off without her. What? No, I don't agree with that at all. You don't? I'm surprised to hear that. We heard you would serve as her replacement should she step away. Are you saying you don't have any interest in being the lead? Of course I do. But the fact of the matter is, the school cast her in the lead role over me, and I have no reason to object to their decision. As much as it pains me to admit, Nelly is one step ahead of me, at the moment anyway. If she were unable to perform, this entire recital would be in shambles. Sounds like you think pretty highly of this girl. Thought you said you didn't like her. I don't, not one bit. You can separate, like, whether or not you like someone away from if you understand how good they are professionally. That's easy to do. Nelly is blessed with all these wonderful talents, and yet she withdraws into her shell time and again just because she's an immigrant. The other performers and I had no idea how to interact with her for a while. However, we were all struck by her determination and her diligence in time. Everyone at the Academy holds her in the highest regards. Everyone in the Academy, okay. But she's still so self-loathing. That girl frustrates me to no end. Why can't she just be more confident in herself? Aw, she really cares about her. This chick's only pretending to hate our client. What a waste of time. Now, don't be like that. You said everyone at the Academy respects her, yes? Does that include all the people in the recital as well? That's right. Everyone believes that we'll be able to pull off a tremendous performance with her at the center. Sounds like she's pretty special. I've got another question. Do you know anyone outside the recital who knows she's the lead performer? That's an odd thing to ask. Well, it's not as though we've been keeping it a secret. Although we haven't officially announced the program or the performers yet. So while I'm not surprised reporters such as yourselves are in the know, I don't think many are aware that Nelly is the lead. Or actually, there is one person who knows. A man running a survey asked me some questions about the recital not long ago. Oh, here we go. Can you tell us more about him? Certainly. He was running a survey in the North District Marketplace. As I recall, it was about racial harmony and the immigrants living in Eurasian. During the survey, he asked me if I had any detailed anecdotes regarding the theme. He seemed to be supportive of immigrants, so I told him about Nelly and the recital. I'm afraid I can't think of anyone else who might know about her, though. That's alright. You've been a huge help, so thanks. Anytime. Best of luck with writing your article. Good day. Again, I question why there's so many people here asking questions. Well, we did learn a lot, at least. Unfortunately, we lost our only lead in the process. Before we start worrying about that, let's report back to Nelly. Whoa, Nelly. Oh dear. Oh dear, it's our Robbo Ross in the corner there.
Welcome to the Quincy Department.
So what we got about here, is that another quest? Yeah, let's go
Let's
look.
get going.
Because it is a case of, like, I imagine up the road.
It's so pretty.
It's so pretty. Yeah, up the road is the board. Yes, that's going to be another Ford SPG. Right, anyway, South District to the inn.
Let's get going.
Let's get going. So, did you talk with Amelie? Yeah, we did. Let's move this conversation back to our room. Ran relayed what they heard from Amelie. Amelie really said all that? Sure did. It's doubtful that she penned that letter. You look relieved. I am. I totally had the wrong idea about her this whole time. So she really thinks of me as a rival? Glad we got that sorted out, but that means the number of suspects has dropped down to 0. It's dropped down to 1. If Amelie didn't write it, then who in the world did? We're back to square one, it seems. Actually, we might be one step closer to the truth. I think our perp was setting her up to take the blame. Wait, what? You think that they were trying to frame her? Huh? What do you mean? Look at it from this perspective. Amelie has the most to gain if you dropped out. She's the type to be easily misunderstood, and like I said before, she's a descendant of the old Eurasian nobility. Anyone would think she's suspicious with a capital S. It's a plausible theory, especially if our perpetrator holds an anti-immigration view. After all, she herself is an ally of immigrants. She's an ideal target for them. I can see that. If you start pointing fingers and playing the blame game, then that's all the better for them. They must think they're so clever. Can't wait to bust their heads. Do we have any idea who they are? I've got a hunch. We should look into whoever's behind that survey. That thing stinks to high heaven. You think so? I thought Amelie said the person giving the surveys was pro-immigrant. Yeah, I doubt that. While it's true that the number of people with pro-immigrant beliefs are on the rise, in Eurasian, those voices are drowned out by the choir of anti-immigrant sentiment. So if the results of that survey got posted, what do you think it'd look like? I mean, it'd probably skew in favor of the people who hold those anti-immigrant beliefs. Bingo. If you were conducting the survey in good faith, doing it here would fly in the face of common sense. And that's exactly why I think the whole thing is bogus. Yes. Do you think the person doing the survey could be connected to the anti-immigrant movement? That's exactly what I'm thinking. Might be connected to a hate group or a racist arsehole in a position of power. So their goal this whole time was to root out people who support immigrants? How dare they do something so vile? We can't let them get away with this. And we won't. We'll make sure they get what's coming to them. And we don't have to be picky about how we go about it. Personally though, I want to do something that'll really rile them up. And I know just how to do that. There's some kind of gathering over there. I wonder what it is. Oh, 2 students from the Music Academy are performing. One of them is Central Eastern. So, here's the plan. We're going to use decoys to lure them out. We'll need you and Amelie to perform on the street. Wait, you're using me as a decoy? Not exactly a decoy, but okay. So that's what you meant by something that'll really rile them up. I imagine that'll be effective in drawing them out of the shadows. However, I don't know how we'll tell them apart. Also, we can't corner them without any proof. I know. And that's where the 3rd decoy comes in. 3rd? I'm thinking our perp is using the survey to find people who are pro-immigration. They might even have a running list of targets. So if someone was cheering Nelly on, they might make contact so they can add another name to it. Right, they would consider them a traitorous countryman. It's a sound plan. So who's gonna be the 3rd decoy? I want to bag this also myself, so I'm out. I think the best person for the job would be... Oh, I have to think about this? I'm gonna go Anya's. You up for this? Me? Not that I'm opposed, but why her? Because she fulfills all the requirements, plus she seems timid at first, so they'd likely think she'd be easy to deal with. She's the perfect decoy. I'm not sure I love that assessment, but alright, I'll play the part. Okay, so that takes care of that. Have you figured out how we're gonna catch this arsehole? Yeah, we're gonna need Anya's too. Record the conversation. That'll be our evidence. That may not be enough on its own. We may also need to get a handwritten sample from him. Good point. That would definitely seal the deal. Understood, I'll do my best. Then it's settled. You okay with this plan? Absolutely. I'm just glad Amelie agreed so readily. She was rather indignant when we explained the situation. She might come off as having a chip on her shoulder, but she has a strong sense of justice. I can respect that. People are starting to gather. The culprit may already be present. Keep your eyes peeled. Isn't she an immigrant? She's got some nerve. Who cares about that? She's a lovely singing voice. Can't believe I get to hear such beautiful music on the street. No wonder this place is called the City of Art and Tradition. It's that damn immigrant didn't heed my warning. Well, at least I've been able to make good use of this opportunity. That guy has been approaching a lot of people. And he has a survey in his hand. He must be the one. I need to get close without raising his suspicion. That was incredible. You're both amazing singers. Wish I was half as talented as you. Hello, young lady. Might I have a moment of your time? Oh, sure. Is something the matter? No, not at all. I was just curious about your thoughts on that performance. Did you enjoy it? I'm not a spy. Yes, very much so. I thought it was splendid. That's what I was told to say. Wonderful. I agree wholeheartedly. Did you know that one of the performers is from the Central East? Yes, I noticed that. They were great, weren't they? So I was right. Huh? Sorry, I didn't catch that. Oh, I think nothing of it. My name is Jacob, by the way. I'm currently running a survey. It's about racial harmony. Would you mind filling it out? I might not have much power myself, but I want to do everything I can to achieve racial harmony here in Calvert. That's an admirable goal. Very well. I'll be more than happy to help. There's nothing particularly suspect about the questions themselves, but they're asking for way too much personal information. A legitimate survey would never ask for my full name, employer, and address, much less the names of my family members. I'll just jot down what Van told me to write. Okay, all done. Thank you for your time. I'll be taking my leave now. Oh, one more thing. I just wanted to say I very much enjoyed my conversation with you today. If it's okay, would you mind writing down your number for me? You want my contact information? Whatever for? Well, you see, I'm interested in the pro-immigration movement, so I'd like to stay in touch if possible. Of course. In that case, I'd be all too happy to oblige. One moment. Here you are. I'll take that. Who in the places are you? Just some guy who's onto your bullshit. You need permission from the city to run this kind of survey. Did you think you could skip that step? Your silence speaks volumes. Yeah, let's move this conversation somewhere else. And no, you don't have a choice. Nicely done, Anyas. Thank you. I'm surprised I pulled it off, to be honest. Wait, you two know each other? You were playing me from the start. How dare you lie to me, you damned brat! If this ain't the pot calling the kettle black, I don't know what is. Van ripped Jacob's glasses off and beard off. Whoa! 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 What if it was actually attached? Looks like his face got swollen as a result. After all, you're not Jacob, you're Jacobin, the anti-immigration activist. Oh, we've seen you about. What? Don't play dumb with me. We saw you giving speeches earlier. Time to fess up. I suppose there's no point in hiding it then. Yes, I'm Jacobin. But what of it? Oh, so that's how you're gonna play this. I'll admit that I didn't get permission to hold this survey, but really, who cares about a trivial little rule like that? Courts? The police? Jacobin, I apologize for deceiving you. However, what you're doing is both wrong and criminal. That's quite the accusation, and I doubt you can back it up. After all, I did receive permission to give my speeches. That isn't what I'm referring to. Although I don't approve of those either. You've been harassing innocent immigrants, sent a threat letter to Nelly, and tried to pin it on Amelie. Those are all crimes. I haven't the foggiest what you're referring to. Back to playing dumb, are we? Well, let me enlighten you. Here's the threat letter in question. So, you have no proof that I wrote it. You're about to eat your own words. We got this sheet of paper with all your contact info, which you penned yourself, dumbass. What a coinkydink. The handwriting's a perfect match. The cops wouldn't even need to run this through the lab. The jig is up. Yeah. Fortunately for you, it isn't. The cops can't touch me, even if they wanted to. I have powerful friends in powerful places, including the very man who sits atop the orbital automobile industry itself. Wait, does he mean? The police are in his pocket. In fact, he can arrange for them to erase this event from the... You're the idiots who end all idiots. Did you seriously think we were going to turn you over to the cops? Hell no. What should I hand him over to? The Guild! I'm sending you to meet my friends at the Bracer Guild. They prioritize the safety of the citizens. I'm sure they aren't going to take kindly to you writing this threat letter. Good. If you somehow avoid punishment, the Bracers will still have you mocked from here on out. This can't be happening. Alright, we're done here. We'll just make a quick call and then we'll send you on your way. You won't catch me alive! You just don't know when to quit, do you? And where do you think you're going, Give it up. We've got the evidence, you moron. Running away isn't gonna save your ass. Who in the hell are you? It's not really important. All you need to know is we're Arkwright Solutions. We ain't on the side of justice. But for the right price, we are more than happy to bring down evil-doing bastards like you. Your fixes, just my luck. Jacobin was handed over to the guild. After that, Van relayed what happened to Nelly and Amelie. I'm sure they're happy though. Does this mean I'm safe? Yep, you can go into your concert worry-free. Before the perpetrator's plans, before they went into motion. He hadn't even secured the manpower he needed to force you out. What a relief. Thank you so much, everyone. It was our pleasure. We wish you both the best of luck with your recital. I'm sure you'll blow everyone's socks off. I would also like to extend my gratitude. Had you not stepped in, this insidious plot might never have been unraveled. Although I might have been of some assistance earlier on had a certain someone kept me in the loop. Sorry. You gotta put a little more faith in your gal pals. I am most certainly not a gal pal. I simply didn't want a worthy adversary to walk out on me, and especially not before I had the chance to even the score. Thanks, Emily. You're such a good friend. I told you I'm not... Oh yeah, still need to get an outfit for the recital. Want to go to the boutique with me? Well, I suppose I wouldn't mind accompanying you. Kids, am I right? Do you realize that's a phrase only elderly people use, yeah? Can it?
Done with that? The case is closed.
I like it was Katru said that.
Love to see it.
Probably would have got 2 if I changed
More deposited.
to handwriting per hour. It's fine. It's fine. I never knew you worked at a tavern. And your employer is providing you with a room? That's right. It's one of the perks Norbert offered me when he gave me this job. I looked for work all over the city, but few places were willing to hire an immigrant like me, so I am very grateful to him. He stood up for me time and time and again whenever the customers complain about me. His kindness is more than I deserve. He's a good guy. Oh, for heaven's sake, that attitude is completely unacceptable. You were chosen for the leading role, so you have the confidence befitting of it. Don't sag your head. Hold it up high. Oh yes, of course. They definitely got a rocky road ahead of them, but somehow I think it'll work out just fine. Yeah, she can provide that sort of support that she needs. It's like, well done, Amelie, well done. Okay, so let's see about... I was debating whether or not I should do the key event there first, and it's like, nah, let's go do the blue event over here. And then we'll see about doing the runes. So it's inside, okay. In the corner? Maybe?
It's on us to teach them.
It's upstairs in the corner. Oh, it's... Lovely sow. Oh, that. You have nothing to fear, I assure you. We have no shortage of personnel. Then proceed according to our agreement. We shall be accommodating to your needs, within reason, of course. Many thanks. I hope this will serve as a start of a long-lasting relationship with your organization. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Oh, it isn't the good people of Arkwright Solutions. It isn't even lunchtime and you're already up to no good. Why the hell are you calling Renee? What kind of bullshit are you two cooking? I would thank you not to call me by my name while I'm on duty. Just accept it, mate. Or even when I'm off, for that matter. Kincaid? Oh, that's the guy from the CID. He's a presidential aide, right? He's not gonna like that. Tell me, why might a government official be having a friendly chat with an executive of Heiwei? We were simply going over the events of this morning. That's all. As in, what that Hercules unit did. Indeed, to be more specific, we were forming an agreement to ensure that such an event does not repeat. Desperate times call for desperate measures. After the incident, we realized a backup plan had to be put in place. Does that mean Heiwei has already taken action? Are they going to surround the city and stop people coming in? Yes, that's correct. We have men stationed all around the perimeter of Eurasian. Yeah, there you go. We originally planned to bring them inside the city as reinforcements, but as you know, the rules strictly prohibit, such a thing. Not that there would be any point in doing so now, given that our team has been eliminated. Makes sense. Guessing you're planning to seize control of the city as soon as this is all done. The thought crossed my mind, that there's no guarantee we would be successful even if we did try. You really are a sneaky son of a bitch. I want to ask you something, Van. Are you thinking up an escape plan for the people of Eurasian? If you are, I would advise against doing so. I know you're an expert at finding loopholes, but now is the time to hedge our bets. I know, that goes without saying. Van. And while we're at it, I'd advise you both to keep your scheming to a bare minimum. I know you glass-wearing types do that shit on the regular, but stop. How rude. That sort of a caricature borders on prejudiced. Wouldn't you agree, Kincaid? Don't put me in the same category as him. Wait, that was it? Okay, well, let's do the rounds then in this area. Ciao. It's not uncommon for the government in Heiwei to form friendly agreements when necessary. In fact, the previous administration was quite helpful during the days when I was in Crossbell. You were in Crossbell? I don't remember this. The current government is very agreeable as well. However, we are all quite wary of the current president. You have to be careful while he's in power. Yeah. Welcome to Hotel Leclerc. Do you have business with one of our guests? If you do, please talk to one of our staff members. They'll be able to connect you to them. As far as lodgings are concerned, we use a reservation system. VIPs from around the country and celebrities use our hotel, so we hope you understand. Oh, I understand. I understand, mate. Greetings, welcome to Hotel Leclerc. Yep, if you're here to book a room, then I'm sorry. You have to make a reservation in advance. The reservation system was put in place to ensure the safety of our guests. We hope you understand. We're nearly fully booked, and there have been a large number of dinner parties here lately. It's been hard for people to reserve rooms. There's been some hubbub about the Eurasian Trust Bank lagging behind the banks in the capital and Langport. The people spreading that garbage need to look beyond the simple numbers. There's more to finance than assets and liabilities. For example, the price of the land in Eurasian is through the roof, as are the average savings of its citizens. Public trust is also high. Our growth may not be rapid, but it is stable. For my money, I think we're doing an excellent job supporting our country's economy. Is there anyone in this little room? Where's this little room? Oh, it's a toilet. Very well. I heard an entire village was annihilated. How is that even possible? Well, I believe this shall serve as a grim reminder that we must never let the lower class hold power. What? After all, the mafia is made up of low-born fools, no? This is undeniable proof that when those of lower standing achieve power and wealth, they will resort to barbaric behavior. God, I don't like you at all. Oh, look who it is. What? There are fools making a mess of the underground areas? Yeah, I saw them myself. We can't let them screw around on our home turf. If it is as you say, then I am in complete agreement. I say we send them back to where they came from. We'll show them the might of the High-Bloods. We'll do as the nobles of old did with intruders, subjugate and dispose. Ah, shit, not these guys again. Guess I should have realized we might run into them here. This is their home turf, after all. Doesn't sound like they've learned their lesson. They're up to something for sure. Guess I ought to keep an eye on them. We won't let these fools run wild on our turf. It shouldn't be hard to crush them, should it come to that. Perhaps this is a good opportunity to show people that we mean business, and that we're far superior to the old High-Bloods gang. They've got a lot of guts messing around on our home turf. Guess it's up to us to teach them a lesson. Jacobin's group always gets things done. We must get our message out to the ignorant masses. Why are you giving me those looks? Do you perhaps think I'm up to something suspicious? Yes. Then allow me to set the record straight. I'm just doing my duty as a descendant of the old Calvard nobility. And that duty is the eradication of the filth that seeks to destroy the customs of old. Mark my words, we will cleanse our city of those vile immigrants. Equality of all races be damned. Ugh. I can't believe what I'm hearing. He's not even trying to hide his contempt. You don't often see people be so outwardly racist these days. This guy legit doesn't think he's doing anything wrong. I will never understand why our noble ancestors were stripped of their power. Really? I know the royal family was overthrown in the revolution, but the classist system could have prevailed. It didn't have to be upheld to make way for these filthy immigrants. God, mate, you're despicable. Okay, so we've got a dot there. Very well. Let's go get this dot here.
My daddy's very important.
Oh my. Are you guys travelers? Do you want your shoes shined? I'll do it for 50 mira each. How about it? I'm trying to earn some money so I can help my mum. She's really sick. Poor kid. Yep, the wealth disparity in the city is pretty brutal. This kind of thing ain't uncommon in Erasion. Welp indeed. How about I show you around the city? You don't even have to tip me if you don't want to. I'm just happy helping people. I'd be grateful if you did. My sister's income isn't enough to cover Mum's medical expenses. I'm trying to earn a little money myself. Okay, let's start from the top. We're currently holding a memorial mass for all the lives that were lost in the attack on Cray village. Many are mourning for our fallen Calvardian brothers and sisters. Bishop is hosting the mass. He will offer a few words of prayer so that they may find peace. Anyone who wants to pray alongside him is welcome. I thought someone was dancing behind these two then. But no. When I heard the news of the tragedy, it didn't feel real at first. That's why I've come here, both to pray and to face reality. Just because Erasion is safe doesn't mean we can turn a blind eye to what happened. Doing that would be wrong. But it's still so difficult. I'm trying to put on a brave face for my son, but I'm not sure if that's all that convincing. Just imagine it be Harriet going like, Mummy's lying! Like, okay. I go to the Grand Cathedral every week, but this time everyone looks sad. Even Mummy looks down in the dumps. What should I do? Should I X that too? No, that'd just make Mummy even sadder. Aww. Can't believe Cray Village is gone. Not even the children were spared. I've looked after many kids in gospel facilities over the years, so this is heartbreaking for me. We must protect the orphanage here at all costs. I've supported it for many years, and I won't let anything happen to it. It's worrying knowing what's going on in the city right now. I'm sure there's a few people from Cray Village who have lost their families and homes. I'd like to reach out to those people and help them in some way. I'm already thinking about getting in touch with the church and the capital so we can figure out how we can support them. Good idea, good idea. I just can't believe it. Well, I suppose I'm not going to the capital now. Yes, the state of emergency is still in effect in Edith, I'm afraid, so I don't think you'll be able to spend your vacation there. Perhaps you can spend it here in Erasion instead. I know it's not what you had planned, but there's plenty of things to do around the city. I'm sure your husband would feel better about that anyway, given the current state of affairs. What on earth are you talking about? Do you really think I'm feeling sad simply because I cannot go to the capital? How could I be worried about my vacation plans when so many people were just taken from us? My apologies, I should have realized you weren't concerned about that. As long as you understand. Now then, shall we go in and pray? I think I'll be able to return to my day-to-day life with peace of mind once I know the departed are resting by the goddess's side.
Alrighty.
Her husband would not normally approve of her mingling with the lower class, but I believe an exception can be made in this case. There's no harm in praying with everyone. However, she must attend the rest of the events as planned. She may not want to, but she has to. Oh dear. There is no high or low standing when it comes to praying for those who have lost their lives. I want to pray with everyone. For a while. Then I'll have to get ready for that social club tonight. Still can't believe they're holding those events at a time like this. I have to attend it in my husband's place, even though it feels as if the world is on fire. Okay, let's go here. That world is on fire. It pretty much was. One of our very own bracers died fighting that mafia group. Actually, I don't think the term mafia group fits them anymore. They're terrorists, plain and simple. They must be stopped at all costs. And I believe the CID Special Ops Division can take them out once and for all. Well, those terrorists are still at large, so we have to do our utmost to protect the citizenry. We also have many tourists coming into our city every day. I promise that we won't let you people down.
Alrighty.
As always, Erasion is at the mercy of the whims of the upper class. While the capital has adopted a number of technological advancements, this place is stuck in the past, and the people seem content with that. And of course, the people at the bottom of the social ladder are the ones who suffer the most as a result. I hate taking business trips to this place, I just want to be back home already. I could imagine that, yeah. How'd you enjoy your meal? One of Father's regular clients invested in that restaurant, you know. It was acceptable, I suppose, but I'd much rather receive a gift in the form of a princess dress and tiara rather than cuisine. It's every girl's dream to travel the world while being dressed like the princesses of the Old Kingdom. I'm sure we can make that happen. I'll ask Father right away. I'll make your dreams come true, promise. Don't make promises you don't know you can keep. I think I'll keep my expectations in check. It's every girl's dream to be a princess. They're prim, proper, elegant, beautiful, and intelligent. But most importantly, they always have a dashing prince by their side. Can Manuel really be the prince of my dreams? Who would have thought my fiancé would be so demanding? Father made an interesting choice, that's for sure. But no matter, I will do whatever I must to make my future bride's dreams come true. Oh dear.
Welcome to the Quincy Department Store, a bastion of history.
All right, sweetie. We're not going to let that dreadful news get between us and our shopping time. Remember, money's no object. You may buy whatever you'd like. We'll have the maids carry it all back home later. Since my stingy husband is nowhere to be found, I'm putting myself in charge of the family budget. And I say we're going to shop until we drop. Let's see, I want Quincy Bell's chocolate cake and Madeline's. Oh! And I want some fancy clothes. I want to look like a proper lady. And we can buy some jewelry.
Welcome to the Quincy Department
I want to wear
Store,
jewelry.
a bastion of history and culture.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
In our store, you'll find
Welcome
products
to
of homemade,
Belforet
highest
Fine
quality
Goods.
that uphold
Please take a look at
Calvert's noble
what we have to offer. The Quincy Company uses only the highest
you
quality
enjoy
fruits
shopping with us
and
today.
dairy products when making sweets. We have our own supply routes that let us procure the best ingredients on the market. And those routes aren't impacted by the state of emergency, so we won't have any trouble with keeping our shelves stocked.
What can I do for you?
Hamburger, please. Truffle cookie.
Welcome to the Quincy Department Store.
And we got the Tyro
a
Times.
bastion of
That's
history
good.
and culture.
Indeed.
In our store,
Welcome, how
you'll
may I
find
help you
products
today?
of only the
You can find all sorts of
highest
sweets
quality
here.
that uphold Calvert's
In fact, we've
noble
got all of
traditions.
our Quincy Bell sweets in stock right now.
We hope
They
you
make for
enjoy
wonderful
shopping
gifts,
with us
especially
today.
for that special someone. Not buy a few packs. We have plenty of affordable offerings these days, but we also sell premium goods that the old Calvardian royal family used to love. In fact, we still receive orders from royalty abroad. These sweets have been well liked by Eastern royal families for generations.
Welcome to the
One
Quincy
might say our
Department
products
Store, a
transcend
bastion
national
of history
borders
culture.
and cultures. Hmm.
In our store, you'll find products of only the
We have
highest
full
quality
confidence in our
that uphold
products.
Do you?
Calvert's noble traditions.
We
We
await
hope
your
you
next
enjoy
visit.
shopping with us today.
Okay, won't we go upstairs then? Shop here. If you're looking for high quality clothing, then look no further. Our ceremonial dresses are made with impeccable material quality. They're quite popular with the upper class. Even tourists like to splurge here, as a matter of fact.
Welcome to the
Things
Quincy
have been
Department
rather
Store,
bleak as of
a
late,
bastion of
but even in
history
times
and
like
culture.
these, you can't neglect your need for self-care, and clothing
In our
is
store, you'll
self-care.
find products of only the
Buying a new pair of
highest
clothes
quality
brings peace
that
to one's
uphold
heart and mind.
Calvert's noble
It's also
traditions.
important to dress to impress. There's nothing more impressive than
We
our
hope you
dresses.
enjoy shopping with us today.
Please take a close look.
I already have one of them, so
You're
I'm fine.
always welcome here.
I'm fine. Stay away from the Ouroboros group. Sorry, Ouroboros group. This elevator will take you to the Quincy Company's headquarters.
Welcome
If you
to the
have business
Quincy
there,
Department Store,
you will need to
a
schedule an
bastion of
appointment.
history and culture.
Though the president has been busier than usual these past few
In our
days,
store, you'll
so I doubt
find
you'll be able
products
to
of
see
only
him
the
anytime
highest
soon.
quality that uphold Calvert's noble traditions.
Well,
We
Gaston.
hope you enjoy shopping
Hey, I
with
sell
us
weapons
today.
and silverwork here. I've been doing business in this department store for a long time, but our production methods haven't changed a bit. The Quincy Company has been looking out for my little shop for a long time now. I'm indebted to them. Anyhow, this style of craftsmanship was once loved by the nobility of old. It's still popular today. I feel blessed, honestly.
Welcome to the Quincy Department Store, a bastion of
There are
history
many
and
workshops
culture.
dealing in silver accessories and swords.
In
They're
our
symbols
store,
of the
you'll find
old
products of
nobility.
only the
As time has
highest
passed and
quality
things have
that
changed, so
uphold
too did the
Calvert's
workshop.
noble
They
traditions.
inherited traditional crafting methods and styles.
We hope you
I'm happy
enjoy
that my
shopping
workshop and the
with us
Quincy
today.
Company can work together to protect the old ways of doing things.
Do you need something?
No, I don't think so.
Please come again.
Okay, so how are we doing on the rounds? We might be done in this area. Yes. So, seeing as we're done in this area, we're actually going to end this part here. And in the next part, we'll see about the North District, make the rounds there, and then we'll pick up the 4SPG. And then see how we're doing for time. Could be a long 4SPG, could be a short one. Don't know. We'll find out. Next part. Ta-ra for now.